the man in the middle, The Persuaders, season 1, Tony Curtis, Roger Moore. Awesome episode, a lot of fun. We're going to talk about this one using my space, system, story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. 2 is the best you can get in any category. I'm going to give the storyline a 1. So why am I not giving it higher? Well, I like this storyline. I'm not dying over it. It's a little bit weird. This is one of these stories where it's contrived in order to get Brett and Danny involved in it, but I still liked the story. Basically, the judge gets Brett to pretend he's selling government secrets to like weed these guys out, and you're like, why can't an agent do this? Like, why would you need Brett to do this? So that's my only snag on this one. Otherwise, it's fine. Like, everything is fun and it looks cool. There's a lot of back and forth. Like, Brett will be captured by the embassy. It's like the Russian embassy or something, and then he gets rescued, and then they got to swap guys, because then they're like, oh, we need the real spy, and then the real spy is going to be Brett's cousin who's come to visit, and they're pretending he's the spy to trade for this British agent girl. So it keeps going back and forth a lot. So that's kind of neat. The pacing is 1.5 because there's constantly something weird happening. Like the British think Brett is a traitor, so now they're after him. They send agents after him, but then the bad guys want him, so then they send agents to help him. So it goes back and forth a lot like that, and that kind of makes the pacing a lot better. There's also quite a lot of like fist fights in the dark. Oh, I got to the artistry. The artistry is a 2 out of 2. There's a lot of fist fights. There's fist fights in the dark. There's fist fights outside. There's throwing guys around. There's a shootout, great shootout in this one. You don't see too many shootouts in Persuaders, which is really cool. There's sneaking into the embassy, which is climbing around, and covert operations. And then there's like guys in the shadows, like, who's that guy? So there's actually quite a lot going on. The music is good. Everything looks awesome. So I actually thought the artistry was really good on this one. Characters. All right. So I'm going to give the characters a 2 out of 2. Brett has a cousin named Archie, and he's like this older British guy, and he's like a super fake British guy. Like, it's the best because they say to Danny, it's like, oh, who's that? He's like, oh, it looks like a British guy that if you were making a movie and you wanted to cast someone who looks exactly like a British guy, that's the guy you would cast. It was awesome. He's actually a really fun character. He's kind of goofy, but he's also kind of smart. And he actually gets the girl at the end, which I thought was great. Obviously, Brett and Danny are awesome. The cousin's great. Now, the female agent is the actress who appears in Bird with the Crystal Plumage, which is my favorite Jello movie. And it's great to see her here as an agent. She's pretty good. The bad guys are actually kind of good. They're a bit dumb, a little bit, because they just believe, oh, this guy's the agent. Okay, like they're going to trade Archie, so they find out Brett's not really the spy, and they need a spy. So they just say, Archie, why don't you pretend to be the spy? And it's like, really, like, how dumb are these guys? But still, I thought they were cool, and there's a lot of fun stuff with Archie in there. I thought he was funny. You might watch this and think he's annoying, but I actually thought he was really good. Enjoyment factor, I'll give it a 1.5. I like this one. I thought it was pretty fun, mostly because the character interactions. The story wasn't anything to die over, but there was lots of action. It was the characters and action, so that made this one better. I wouldn't say it's one of the top Persuader episodes. It's definitely not in the bottom, but it's definitely higher than the middle. So I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Solid episode, really enjoyable. Yeah, I definitely would. It's just almost away. If the story was a little bit tighter, it'd be right up there. But that's it, guys. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the Classic TV playlist, and let me know what you thought of the Persuaders. That's it. Until next time.